Welcome back to Mac's Garage. As always, if you like what you see, hit the like, share, subscribe, whatever else YouTube has come out with that helps me out whenever you're watching this video. So today I'm standing here again with a 2012 Ram 1500 that I'm doing a solid axle swap to the front end on. And honestly, I might get the cab back on the frame today. So we'll see. I forgot to grab my list. Alright, so here's my list of things to do today. Engine oil dipstick, transmission mount, which is already like half done. Spark plugs, because they're super easy with the engine out. One fuel injector. I've got one that's really rusty on the outside. I don't like it, so I'm going to change that one. O2 sensors, brake hose, oil filter adapter is a question mark, track bar is a question mark. I might do both of those things once the cab is on and I can actually lift the truck up. Haven't decided, we'll see. And then mount the cab. So there's the list for today. And let's give you a quick walk around on what I've got done. I did a little bit of work without filming the other day. So there's not much, but a little bit more done. This is stainless 5/16 line. I had made this fuel line out of coated steel and then painted it, so it looked pretty nice. But the reality is that we're at E10 right now fuel. We're going to E15. This is aftermarket steel line, so it's kind of crappy. Yeah, so I decided to, rather than have problems later, because there is no filter between this line and the fuel rail, so rather than have that rust up and pass a bunch of rust right to the fuel injectors, I would just go ahead now, make this out of stainless. The vent hose, it probably would still work, but I kinked it, trying to make it fit this chassis. So I've got some new plastic line. We're going to go ahead and do that. And honestly, just looking at it, I hadn't really thought about it yet. But I might splice this right here. I might go get one of the splices, and then I will only have to deal with the back half. So, parts store should open in a couple hours, so I'll do that, maybe. Oh, the trans is jacked up right now because I have the mount out. I was working on getting that, making sure the one that I got will fit, and it will. Oh, so that is the stainless steel fuel line. I already bent it up and installed it. I think it fits pretty nice. I might need to massage it a little bit here and there yet, but it's pretty good. The brake lines are more or less done. I've got that side mounted, the brake line run to it. Water pump, you saw that in the last video. The oil dipstick is right there. I didn't put it in because I didn't have an O-ring. They don't come with those. I did put in the trans dipstick because I did buy the seal for that. So I've got to mount that, which is going to kind of suck with the headers on, but that is what it is. And yeah, I think that's, so I got to clean up some stuff. Probably not going to put, I'm probably going to put the cab on. So this is, this needs to go in here, but I'm probably going to put the cab on before I do the track bar and the oil filter adapter. So the oil filter adapter, I've got the small filter on here. It does fit. I may even run it to the first oil change with this small filter on there. I haven't quite decided yet. Just because it's there and it's full of oil already. And I think I can change it once it's in there just as easy as I can right now because the engine's already mounted in the frame. Oh, it's pretty easy to unmount from the frame. No, I'll wait. So that's it for right now. I will do a time lapse of dropping the cab if I get to that point. But otherwise, a lot of this stuff is just small work things that I'm just going to do without showing you a lot of detail. All right, so the cab's back on, everything bolted up. I measured the frame right. It seems good so far. Up next, I'm gonna put a trailer hitch on it probably before I do a whole lot more, because I want to be able to tow this truck in and out. It is it's kind of in the way, but things get pretty wet and rusty just sitting in my yard, so I don't want to leave it outside. So that's the next step. Oh, I guess getting it running, get everything plugged in, get it running, and then I need to make a rear drive shaft. Yeah, there's a lot more to do, but this is oh, it's kind of like putting an engine in a car. It's a very big visual, but ultimately it's a very small step of the process, but it looks good. So cab's back on the frame, sits pretty high in the front end. I can't really tell with just the cab. I think with the bed on, I think it is actually nose high. So that's going to help me kind of figure out what I want for springs. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.